From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you for watching. Say hello to my co-host and studio audience. How you doing? I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for... Yep, come on. Thank you. So, here at the show, we have a special place in our heart for... Look, I was trying to fight with the cats, okay? Ignore the Band-Aids. I'm just glad that Band-Aids come in particular skin colors now. They had asked me to bring my cats in today for some sort of segment that the producers were planning. And I wrangled them and I put one in the cat carrier. And like, they're kittens, you know what I'm saying? They love home like I love home. I don't want to go out either. I fight every morning, like, And so I put one in, and then I found the other one. I put the other one in, same cat carrier, but big enough for both of them. And I zipped it all around. And I had a half hour to get myself together, to get out the door to come to the show. Well, I hear them, you know, scratching and stuff. Next thing I know, they have released themselves. They unzipped. Well, you know, they were born in an alley, and their mom was homeless. And then she had a big litter of 8, and My Way in Chit Chat, which I named, I don't know what their names were before, I guess nothing. They were born in an alley, you know, you don't have a name. They stayed there with their mother, and just the 2 girls stayed with her, and the other 6 cats ran off. I don't know what they're doing. And so when I adopted My Way in Chit Chat, you know, I adopted them as sisters, you know? And they're just gorgeous. They're so lovable. I love them so much. But when it comes time to get in that cat carrier, I guess they're still shell-shocked from being born in the alley, you know what I mean? Out there homeless. So they probably think, oh, this nice lady with the good-smelling apartment and good food, she might be tired of us. Don't you worry, I told you not to get so close to her to begin with. Well, here we are in this bag again. What are we going to do? Wait, she's in the shower. Let's go. I'm in the shower, I get out of the shower, and there they are. Out, and so, you know what? And by this time, you know, I gotta get here, and so the cats are not here. Tell Jasmine, the producer, please, that there is no, I know she wanted to do something.
Right.
If she wants the cats here, she's gonna have to come and get them herself.
Okay.
All
right.
Look, they hit me with the, I've never heard them do that. They hit me with the, and like meowing crazy. And then before I left, it was like 20 more minutes before I left, they were back on the bed, cuddling with me and everything. And I could have gone for it again, but I was like, you know what, you girls, today you're not gonna get your favorite food, because I know what their favorite food is. It's the soft food that has the juice in it. That's like, look, it's like the tuna fish salmon mixture. You know, I treat them like queens or little princesses. You know, but, you know, and I know that the hard food isn't necessarily the favorite, but that sharpens their teeth and keeps them good. But in my mind, if I was a cat, I wouldn't want the hard food. I'd want the soft food, you know what I mean? So I gave them the hard food. And I told them, I'll see you when I get home. How dare you? How dare you? Just watch my mouth during the show. If it starts to foam, that means that they have the rabies. And they gave them to me. Anyway, here at Wendy, we do love Lamar Odom. I have a special place in my heart for him. So he's still talking, though. And he's talking about that he left Taraji B. Henson for Chloe. Exactly, right? So Lamar's sitting down with TV1 on Sunday night. So this happens this coming Sunday, we'll be able to see it. But he opens up about his relationship with Taraji. And I had no idea the depths of this relationship because I'm reading other books now and I haven't gotten to the Lamar book. But take a look at this.
That was the most significant relationship as a grown-up that I had with a black woman. I used to carry a picture on the road with me. Don't nobody know that. Things ended with Taraji because of me being an immature punk. I didn't know how to tell her that I was falling in love with another woman named Khloe Kardashian.
Well, Lamar, you lost a good one. I mean, this is not really about the women. It's more about Lamar's ugly shirt. What was he wearing? And then scratching his face. We already saw him scratch his junk on Dancing with the Stars. Like, ew. Look at that shirt. There might be some vegan leather or something like that, or whatever it is, like, oh man. Anyway, I think, you know, as a black woman, I was really offended that he said, this is my first time, you know, having a serious relationship with a black woman. Like, you didn't have to add the black part, because that just adds to your nuttiness. Like, really, I'm offended. I'm offended. And then he didn't know how to break up with her, so he cheated on her with Khloe, and then they get engaged and married within a month of knowing each other. That's how lost he was. It's just the story of a lost man. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Poor Lamar. Like, I still like him, and I think he knows not what he says because he's been through so much, and there's certain people in life that you just kind of give a pass to. All right, what's next? Oh, by the way, this uncensored thing airs on Sunday night. It's in a good time spot for us, 9 o'clock on TV1. So, we love Megan Thee Stallion here, hot girl summer. Well, she and her makeup artist got into it on social media. Now, see, when I heard about this story, even before delving into it and finding out what all happened, how are you getting into it with your boss, makeup artist, on social media? Now, you can call up and curse and do it, and this is a private conversation. Megan, I hope you fired him by now. Just on the basis of that. All right, here's the rest of the story. So Megan posted a short clip from a Vogue interview she did, talking about her love of makeup. She talked about how her makeup artist, Akil McCoy, well, you know, she gave him credit in the bigger story. But then she went on her social media and she, you know, bigged up her grandmother who would give her eye pencils, and how she's always, as a little girl, even she's loved makeup. And that she does her makeup. This is what she was saying on her social media. And then Akil comes in and gives his 1-2 step, which I mean, I would think that he would do the makeup and then she would go in the bathroom behind his back and correct stuff. Because I do that all the time with Morel. But we have a collaboration. Like, a makeup artist does not know how to give bottom lashes to a girl, you know, that gets all over your skin. It's just, I think, a thing where, because they're standing over here, but you're actually right here, and you're in the makeup and you know how to do it. So Morel does everything else, and then I do my own bottom lashes, you know, like that. And he might put my lipstick on too purple, too black, or too burgundy. He knows I don't like any. I wipe it all off and come out looking like this, which I prefer. But Morel does my makeup, and you know, maybe, Megan, you could have given him a little bit of credit on your social media instead of just acting like, you know, you do your own makeup and he only comes in with his last minute beat, which, you know, the problem with glams is that a lot of people, you know, don't give them credit for what they do. And I can imagine that it makes them very, very upset. You know, like, I always give Willie credit. Well, first of all, Morel's been with me for 11 years. He's my makeup artist. And He does my face, he knows my face. My only obligation to Morel is that I try to stay within a certain weight range, you know, so everything, you know, kind of works or whatever. And I moisturize at night and I don't get pimples and I might get a little Botox and a little filler and stuff. But nothing crazy, and then he works with me. And that's my only obligation to him, and he does a great job. And you know, Willie does my costumes. You know, this cute Balenciaga dress and these Allen Iverson Reeboks. Serious, the shoe cam, please. Cute, 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 cute. This is Willie, I'm not shopping. I don't even like shopping. They're opening that American Mall in New Jersey. It's supposed to be the largest mall in the world. It's like a laugh. Who's walking around all day in a mall? The mall, first of all, this mall's supposed to open tomorrow, right? They've already sold, they're selling tickets to get into the mall, which I don't understand. I don't understand. So they've got shops, but they've also got a roller coaster. They've got the Nickelodeon park, and they've got a water park in the mall. Like, in this day and time where people are beating and stabbing each other all the time, do you want to be in a mall or would you rather just sit home and ask Willie to go shop for you? I'm not going out there. I mean, but that's a nice thought. This mall was supposed to be open back in 2007. For those of us in New Jersey and New York, you know what that used to look like, horrific. But they painted it white and it's beautiful, but, excuse me, yeah, and people are dangerous. Like, I don't even want to be in crowded spots like that. Did you hear about what happened at St. John's University? Oh, the captain of the lacrosse team, what'd they call it? I forgot the word, but it equals to gutting the insides out with a knife. His roommate at the school. Okay? You can't even go to a nice school like St. John's and be a roommate with the lacrosse captain without having to not breathe. Like, people to me are just, what is going on out here? Did you hear about that mother and son in Queens? They were selling apricot pits saying that they cure cancer. You all, I sit in the house with my cats and a glamorous robe and a turban, and I watch the news and I'm like, nope, I'm staying right here. I'm staying right here. Yes. And then DJ Booth called. He wanted to take me on a date. So I said, I don't feel like it. He called like noon or something like that. I was in the house. I was, you know, calm. Everything was done for the day. You know, I'm petting and eating. And then around 6 o'clock, he calls. He says, you sure? He said, I could be there by 6:45. I said, all right, where are we going? So we went to, I said, look, then let's act like we're on the date to give him something to talk about. Look, I like to play with the paparazzi. You hold my hand and crook my arm. It just started raining, which meant we had to be ultra close so he could hold the umbrella. Right, Voof? And so he played the part. We got something going on, right, Voof? Look. And so I'm like, where are we going? I want to be back in by the 10 o'clock news, that's it. I don't want to go to your club date. I don't want to do any of that mess. So he said, well, Tyrese's movie, Black and Blue, is having a special screening. Not the one where Tyrese was there, but just the one where you can kind of go into a movie theater with like 50 seats and you go and it's comfortable. And Boof did the ordering, because that's what you do when you're on a date. Boof did the ordering. We had popcorn. I had kettle chips in my bag and some Jolly Ranchers. And we started watching, well, first of all, they started a half hour late. Anyway, it was a really good movie, but partial of the way through, I said to Boof, I'm like, Boof, I'm starting to fall asleep. It was a really good movie, but you know, I gotta get my rest. I had to be here for you guys in the morning. And then, right? So, I'm like, Boof, I'm starting to fall asleep. My neck is gonna start swinging, and this is very embarrassing. I don't wanna fall asleep. And he says to me, I'm sleepy too. I said, all right, Boof, well, let's play it off like we have to go to the bathroom. And so he stood up first and held my hand, and I stood up too. And then I had my bag, and I had my Boof, And we left the movies, and then he popped the umbrella open, and paparazzi got more pictures of us looking romantical, even though we're not. No, so when you see these pictures, just know the stage was set. He drops me off in the front, he walks me to our apartment door, and he leaves for the night. Yay! Thanks, Stu. And by the way, that was about 8:55. So I was home well in time for the 10 o'clock news. It was perfect. So Martha Stewart, everybody, has some fashion advice for Felicity Huffman. Did you see this? I thought that this was really great. After seeing her in her prison uniform, just take a look at Martha talking.
In prison, do you think she's learned anything?
Well, she should style her outfit a little bit more. She looked pretty schlumpy.
And I was thinking, in analyzing this, I don't think she looks schlumpy. I think she looks like she doesn't want to get taken down by one of the women in prison. So, you know, you're not wearing makeup and all that stuff. But it would be nice if she took her hair down and then wore the baseball hat. And I think that this is a well-fitting jumpsuit if she rolled the sleeves maybe 3 times. You know what I mean? And if she didn't wear a t-shirt underneath and maybe unbuttoned one button and had on a push-up bra. I don't know. I don't know. But this is how you're supposed to look when you're in prison. You don't want anybody attacking you. You know what I mean? But I think this is a pretty good fitting jumpsuit as jumpsuits go for prison. I've seen worse. Then, so I don't think she looks frumpy. I think she looks like she's in prison. But then I asked the Bureau to get me a picture of Martha Stewart in prison, and they got me that. I'm like, I don't even own a pair of beige khakis in real life, much less behind bars, and it's too big for her. And Martha is much older than Felicity Huffman. I think Martha looks great for Martha, but she's calling her schlumpy. I guess Martha just wanted something to say. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. I don't take any of this for anything. You both look terrible. But great, as prison life goes. On a side note, Lori Loughlin and her husband Massimo were just hit with more charges. It is going down. Okay. They were hit with conspiring to commit federal programs bribery. I don't know what that means, but all I'm telling you is she needs to plead guilty and just get with those years in prison. Just do your time. Now, I was watching, what is the Billy Bush host? I forget. Extra. He looks really handsome there. Like Billy, I don't know what you're doing or what you've done, but you look so good and so unbothered by any of the stuff that's happened behind you. I love this show. So Billy's talking about these two, Massimo and Lori Loughlin, and you know, there's been speculation that their marriage is in trouble. We, I think, talked to you about this on Hot Topics, and I felt like, oh, well, that's a natural thing at this particular point. You know, why did you do that? I didn't know you were doing it. Yes, you did. You signed on to it. No, I didn't. And like, so Billy said that he was the source. Billy said, looked at the camera yesterday. He said, their marriage is not in trouble, and I'm the source to tell you. You know what? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. This is too much tension in the household. Do you know what I'm saying? And in our Hot Topics morning meeting, people were saying, well, do you think that he really knew, Massimo? And I said, probably not. I mean, when I was going through the application process with Kev, his father wasn't a part of essay writing and stamp licking and emailing and calling the school and finding out tuition, all that. He wasn't a part, and it's a natural thing. I'm not talking bad against big for once. I'm just saying that, a lot of times when a man is busy doing whatever, no, I'm saying running an empire with those clothes that he makes or whatever men do these days to keep food on their tables. A lot of times it's up to us moms to, you know, get the application going and get the kids in school and, you know, so on and so forth. And then the father comes around with the money to make it happen. But instead, I don't know whether Massimo actually knew. For all I know, Lori was like me, or many of you, whose husband was not involved in the application process. You know what I mean? They don't know how much it costs for those prep courses. They don't know what an application fee is. They don't know how much the tuition is. They don't know anything except to be there at the high school graduation and help us get them to college. You know? So I don't know. All I'm saying is she's in trouble. And I don't believe Billy Bush. I don't believe Billy Bush. I believe, you know, based on her, you know, securing $500,000 in tuition fee and cheatation, along with lying and saying her kids are on the road team and they've never rode or teamed in their life, Massimo is probably like, we have more than enough money to send our daughters to school. It doesn't matter that you go to UCLA or Harvard or Yale. It's not the school you go to, it's the human being that you are and what you do with that little education when you get out into the world. So stupid. Stupid.
Dumb.
So Rapper Da Baby. Look, this is a 27-year-old man, but we're gonna stick with all diamond fronts. Those are diamonds. How much did he pay for them, Norman? You said
$20,000.
$20,000 stupid dollars for permanent. Ew, his breath. You ever kiss a man with those teeth in his mouth? Clap if you have. Oh, really? So I'm the only one? I'm the only one? Have you ever kissed a man with grills? Well, I have. And I can tell you right now, it's the worst part about being in a relationship with a man with those grills or a woman, because no matter what they do and how they floss, something always seeps down. There's always a piece of ham from Thanksgiving last year way down in there. And it gives them that breath. Like, it's not cute. Like, you don't want to kiss them. You don't even want them to laugh in your direction because, ha ha, no. Anyway, so he's got the $20,000 grills and all the tattoos and all that jewelry and stuff. He's really good on social media. He's very, very likable. I still can't figure out why we're calling a 27-year-old man Da Baby. And why he must smile so hard. Anyway, so he got into a minor car accident yesterday with a fan. But he did a really smart thing. She let him off the hook, saying that there was no damage. And he recorded all this on his phone for proof, in case she tries to double back and sue him. You see what I'm saying? And take a look.
Okay, look, I just ran into her car at the light. And she said ain't no damages, it's cool. I said, let me give you a couple of these pink 50s anyway. I gave her 150, I said, it's from the baby. She said, I'm listening to your right now. I done ran into the back of her while she playing my. You say it's okay, right?
It looks fine, or else it
What?
looks great.
Okay.
Good thing I had your song on. It's the only reason.
Okay, look.
Bye. Thank you.
I had proof, so yeah, I'm trying to, ain't no damage. No motherfucker, I'm finna flip around. This really for court, baby.
There you go. Everybody, we have more great show for you. Up next, we've got the romance report on Hollywood's hottest couples. So grab a snack and come on back. What happened to his looks, by the way? This one used to be so much cuter. Something happened. I'm not gonna say that. That's between me and you. Okay, so it's time for the romance report, and here to dish the latest is entertainment journalist Ellie Lee. Welcome back. Okay, Ellie, let's talk about it.
Okay, before we start, it is Drake's 33rd birthday, so let's all say happy birthday to Drake.
Happy birthday.
Yes. So he had his birthday party earlier this week in LA, and his friends were there and everything, but guess who showed up, Wendy?
Who?
His ex-flame, Rihanna, was there. Yes, this is true. Now, the two have had a past. They hooked up 10 years ago. They've been through a lot. And in 2018, she said in an interview that they're no longer friends, but it looks like that's not true because she was there till 5 a.m., partying, dancing, smiling, having a great time. And then they finish off the night with Drake buying everyone McDonald's. But here's the thing, though, Wendy. You know that Rihanna is...
Was there a McRib in there?
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm still in search of.
Right. But you know, she just came out in an interview with Vogue magazine and said for the first time...
She's with that man.
Yeah, she's in an exclusive relationship and she's very happy with Saudi billionaire Hassan Jamil. Yes. And she's, you know, she seems really happy about it, you know? But, you know, I want to update you on Rihanna and Chris Brown. So Rihanna just put up an Instagram video of her showing, like, her new Fenty lip glosses. And in the background, she played Chris Brown's song. So a lot of fans were like, wait, well, what's going on? Like, are we forgiving him? I thought we weren't forgiving him. Like, so what's your whole thing on that?
I think she plays a lot with her exes, but I also think that Rihanna is probably one of those cool girls who assures the billionaire, look, baby, I'm yours.
Yes.
I don't want any of these clowns. You know, been there, done that. But
Yes.
you know what? You're over there in the Saudi making billions. Yes. And I'm here in the States, and I'm a young girl, and I'm part of entertainment, and I've got to keep my social media going, so I'm going to Drake's party. But I will call you every hour or FaceTime you. You will not see any pictures of me kissing Drake or grinding on Drake. And
Yes.
the same thing with Chris Brown. She's one of those cool girls, you know. And the boyfriend is probably so secure.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. We are now, Wendy, moving on to Dennis Quaid, who is engaged to a younger woman. Now, guys, Dennis Quaid is 65 years old. His new fiance is 26 years old.
Okay.
That is almost 40 years younger, okay? So the two were vacationing in Hawaii. They were taking a selfie, and Dennis was like, you know what, I'm gonna propose. And so he got on one knee and proposed to her. And listen, she's getting her PhD at the University of Texas.
Wow, good for her.
She's 26 years old. I mean, she's dating this man. Yeah, and this is his 4th marriage, okay? He was with Meg Ryan for 10 years.
Yeah.
He just divorced from his last wife of 16 years. He has 3 kids, and his oldest son is 27, which is just a year older than his new fiance. So, a little creepy, a little weird. Do you think she's gonna be a good stepmom? What's your take on this?
My take on it is if I was 26 years old, I wouldn't want anything with stepping or momming. You keep your kids over there.
Yeah.
You know, she's better than a lot of 26-year-olds in that she's focused and getting her PhD. That is not an easy feat. So her 26 is probably more like 36 in terms of her mind trajectory and what she wants to do with her life. She's young enough to have kids and start her own family. I wouldn't be stepping or momming. I don't care about these kids. Dennis.
It's true.
I'm too young for that.
It's true. It's true. Yes.
Is he still acting? Does he have money?
Yes, he's still acting.
Okay, perfect.
The man's got money.
I'm not hating on it.
Oh, he's got a good body, too. I mean, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
But at 65 is a little...
65 is a little creepy, and things happen to men's sperm. See, men think that they can have kids all their lives. But the older you get, the more ticks that sperm has, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep. I know exactly what you're saying. Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Wendy, we're moving on to someone younger. Brooklyn Beckham, he is the offspring of Victoria and David Beckham.
Yes.
Cutie, he's a cutie. So people on social media are going a little crazy because his current new girlfriend, she's a model, her name is Phoebe Torrance, looks a lot like Victoria Beckham. And fun fact, guys, she used to be a Victoria Beckham lookalike back in the day to pay for college. So this is side by side. They look kind of alike, right? And also his last girlfriend, Hannah, also looked like Victoria. If there she is again.
In the name of Lamar Odom.
Creepy?
Yeah.
A little.
I mean, as a mom, I guess some moms would be very flattered, like they're beautiful enough and wholesome enough or whatever that their son likes somebody that looks like them. But the bigger picture is that it's kind of creepy, but I guess he has a type.
They're beautiful, okay?
Yes?
Yes.
All right.
All right, good for you, Brooklyn. Keep doing you. Keep doing you.
So Monica is
Yes.
officially single?
Yes, Monica is officially single and she has finalized her divorce from her ex-husband, ex-Lakers player Shannon Brown. All right, so here's the thing. The two of them met 9 years ago when she needed a love interest for a music video, and then 5 months later, they got secretly married, which is super cute and everything like that. But she filed for divorce in March. All right, and there's been no information on why she's divorcing this man. The only thing she has said was that infidelity was not a reason for it.
Yeah, no, she told us here on Wendy that communication, basically, she said, started to stagger. You know, there were no conversations about regular life and things and the kids and each other. It was just, there were just two adults living in a house and with the kids. Now, when she was also here, she intimated, it seemed like that Shannon and she are still living in the same house with the kids. And when I re-asked her about it, she didn't answer. She curved me. So I don't know whether they are living together or not, but she did say, excuse me, he's a very good co-parent.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So TMZ followed her to court, okay, and Shannon was a no-show. So she was in and out 10 minutes, got the divorce, and she has her maiden last name now. She's back to Arnold. Yeah. So it's really, really great.
Yeah.
And so he was a no-show, but he definitely showed up on the Instagram because she posted a picture of her looking amazing. And he wrote, what did he write? He wrote, "That stare does something to me," and posted 27 heart eye emojis. So what? Is he shooting his shot again? Does he want another chance?
I don't know, men are so stupid.
I know.
Oh,
so stupid.
Well, congratulations, Monica. Be happy. Ellie, thank you so much for being here. Ellie Lee, everybody. Up next, we're making spooky treats in the Wendy kitchen. Keep it here. The best part of Halloween is the candy. And here to help us with some special recipes is our friend George Duran. Welcome back.
How you booing?
Booing, right,
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
George, what are we doing?
Oh my goodness, the things that you can do with candy and desserts is fantastic, including this incredible chocolate bark, or brittle as I call it. And all you're gonna do is really melt some chocolate into a pan with a little bit of wax paper inside of it. And different colors are gonna make different cool little designs like this.
Is this chocolate?
This is just melted chocolate with coloring inside of it. Once you melt it inside the pan, you're gonna get your chopstick and kind of just swirl it around all throughout. You see this cool design that I made?
Yeah.
Well, once you put that in there, once you have that design, you're gonna go ahead and put your worms.
Yeah.
You're gonna put your eyeballs and the bones and the little things, and make sure you have lots of, you like gummies, right?
I do.
Yeah, the worms are the best for you, is that
Do
right?
I?
Okay, the worm. And see how cute that looks? Once you refrigerate this, you got your candy bark right over here. Isn't that cute?
It tastes good.
Right? And it tastes good. You're just eating away. Fantastic. My next one is a favorite one. Stained glass cookies. This is a very holiday-esque, but for Halloween it works great. And you're pretty much what you're doing here is taking the Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, Lifesavers works too as well.
No. Jolly Ranchers.
The Jolly Ranchers, I'm sorry, excuse me, Jolly Ranchers. And you're gonna crush it, and you're gonna pretty much get a rolling pin. I got my rolling pin here. Yours is over here if you wanna help me crush these guys. You don't wanna help me crush it. Okay, I got you. Okay, here we go. Ready? Here we go. All right, very good. So you're just gonna go ahead and crush it here over here, and once you get it crushed, see, I see crushing. It looks like almost like glass almost, but it's not. It's crushed Jolly Ranchers. You're gonna go ahead and take your cookie cutter that already has the holes inside of it.
I taste the flavors too.
There you go.
How do you melt them in the oven?
Well, all you do is you crush them up, and then you put them inside the little cookie cutter that you cut inside of it.
Okay.
Make sure you get the nooks and crannies in there. And when you pop it into the oven, the cookie bakes, but also the Jolly Ranchers cooks in it, and what you get is this amazing stained glass kind of looking cookie over here.
And the cookies aren't too sweet.
Yeah.
The cookie is good.
Isn't it? And the cookie's good too. The sugar cookie, it's very nice.
It's not too sugary.
Not too sugary. It's called sugar cookie, but not too sugary cookie.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we'll call it. All right, now we're gonna go into the cemetery a little bit.
Ew, black licorice.
Oh, you don't like black
I'm
licorice?
grossed out.
All right, then you know what? Forget it. Forget it. We're not gonna use it. Forget the black licorice. But we are gonna use cupcakes. In fact, you're gonna just go get store-bought cupcakes. A great trick if you don't have time at home, you're gonna get store-bought cupcakes, and you're just going to kind of just spread this across with your hands. if you have the time, of course, and if it's room temperature, even better. But once you spread it across, it's gonna be one big kind of cemetery look to it, right? So once it's spread all across, it's gonna be like all flat white.
This is really, really pretty, though.
And then what you do is you take some of the crumbs, the Oreo cookie crumbs, or any cookie crumbs,
Oreo
and you turn it into soil. That's what this is, the soil over here. I'm gonna do a little soil here. And then, my favorite, you take one of these cookies, the classic Milanos.
I love Milanos.
Yeah, you're just eating my whole set, so that's what you're doing here. I love it. Okay,
go ahead.
very nice. You cut it in half, and now you have a tombstone where you can write the name of the person that you hate the most, or whatever you want to do. You just R.I.P. is fine. Here we go. R.I.P. Oh, not very good here.
E-N.
E-N? Okay, I don't know who that is, but I don't want to. I'm glad my name is GD, so that's fine. And then you put the little tombstone over there, and you decorate it with more of these little pumpkins. And look at this beautiful kind of set over here. You have the little gates.
What do the
and
pumpkins
fences.
taste like?
The pumpkins do not taste like pumpkins.
Okay.
It's candy corn pumpkin.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, if you like wax, you'd love candy corn.
Yeah,
right?
they're the worst part of Halloween for me.
Well, all right. Now the goblins. Oh, we're already started. Very nice. Just shake it up. Oh.
Don't wipe. You have to pat. No, come on, let's keep going.
Okay, keep going. Wow, I feel like I've seen a ghost. Oh my God, upside down. There you go, that a girl. Very nice. I'm really scared now. Here we go. A peanut butter ball, very simple, guys. Peanut butter, cream cheese, vanilla, powdered sugar. You mix it up, turn it into one of these little kind of dipping things. You add some of this Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups inside of it, mold it into a ball, put it in the fridge.
Peanut butter?
Yeah, this is peanut butter. You've molded it into the fridge with plastic wrap, put it in the center, add some more of the Reese's Pieces or little molds inside of it, and go ahead and grab one of these cookies and fill it up if you're okay with peanut butter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right there, and just kind of serve it. It's
Is
almost
this
like
raw cookie dough?
Well, no, it's not. It's peanut butter. It's peanut butter, cream cheese, vanilla, powdered sugar, and you know what? This would look great on your hair too, actually. If you
I'm sure it
with the whipped
would.
cream, I think it would fit just nicely. Very nice.
Okay,
and
what's
finally, candy corn milkshakes, my favorite in the world. Use mangoes and different types of fruits, kind of fill it up. And then, of course, have you used a whipped cream thing before? Do you know how this works?
I don't know how to do it.
You know how it works? Okay, I hope you know what to use. There you go. All right. All right. And then grab some crushed candy corn and put it on top. And I'm telling you, the colors are beautiful. You put this in the freezer and serve it to your friends.
This is really good.
It has fruit juice inside of it, so.
It doesn't taste fattening.
Not at all, not at all. It
This
has
doesn't
fruit
taste
juice.
fattening.
Yeah, very nice. You can use frozen yogurt inside of it if you want and make it nice and healthy. But the kids think they're eating candy, and they're not. They're drinking fruit juice. It's fantastic. It's perfect for them. Here we go.
This is George Duran. He's been here before. Another stellar performance. For more information on these recipes, go to wendyshow.com. Ask Wendy is next. We're back. And it's time for Ask Wendy. Everybody have a seat except for... How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy? My name is James. I'm 19. So my question is, so I'm a sophomore in college,
Where do you go?
I go to Notre Dame,
Okay, all right.
And so a lot of my guy friends there, are always talking about my mom, always talking about how hot she is, she's a MILF, all these very inappropriate things. And so for me, I think it's very inappropriate and wrong, but my mom thinks it's funny and she encourages it when she comes to visit me.
No.
So, my mom's here.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she is here.
Okay.
So my question for you is, how do I tell my friends this is not okay, my mom is off limits, and how do I tell my mom it's not funny?
Well, you just have. I think that, a lot of moms look great to their sons' friends. I don't think it's for us to entice them verbally or wiggly. Well, like if you happen to have on a tight dress, that's one thing, but don't entice the boys. It's inappropriate. And for you, talk to your friends, and you don't have to get upset about it. Just like, would you leave my mom alone? And she's a little bit older. She's flattered by it. I've already talked to her not to hit back on you all. It's uncomfortable. Right.
Yes.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, Wendy.
Are you the cousin of Janet Jackson?
No.
I see something.
Thank you.
Cute. Wait, come on over. Oh, no. She's got the body. No, go ahead. Go ahead. You wore it for here, so go ahead. Now, what's your name? Where are you from? How can I help you?
I'm Taylor. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm recently a daycare owner.
Okay.
My question is, I'm only 26. My boyfriend is 40. We've been dating for about 3 years, and he's pressuring me to have kids. But I feel like, am I being inconsiderate if I'm being selfish? I want to live my life.
Well, do you ever want kids?
Later. I feel like 26, I have a little bit of time.
You certainly do. Okay. But that's your fault for getting involved with a 40-year-old man.
You're right.
And you've been together with him for 3 years, so apparently there's no breaking up happening.
I mean, this is a deal breaker.
Okay, well, good luck being single. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, we'll be right back. Today's audience eye candy is a breast cancer survivor. It's October, and that's where we celebrate your life, Christina. Yeah. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, where are you from?
New York City.
What do you do?
I'm in real estate, and I just wrote a book about my breast cancer experience as well.
Oh,
so
well, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you doing?
Good. Tell us where you were when you found out and what went through your mind and how long you've been cancer-free.
I actually found out I was doing a self-exam on my couch, and then I was misdiagnosed for 2 years, actually, by doctors because of my young age.
How old were you?
I was 30 when I found it, and then I was 32 when I was actually diagnosed.
Wow.
So I found out that I had stage 2 breast cancer.
Did you go from doctor to doctor, or you just kept
I did. I had 3 different opinions.
Yeah.
And went from doctor to doctor, but then I knew that something was definitely wrong.
Was there pain?
There was some pain, actually. It felt like a little bit of a bruise.
Did it get bigger?
It did. It got bigger. I found another lump under my arm also, and I knew my intuition was correct, and I had to just follow that, and I demanded an MRI, which then did find it, and then I was diagnosed with the stage 2 breast cancer a week later after the MRI.
So now how long have you been cancer-free?
So I have been cancer-free for 14 years.
Good for you! Yay!
Which I'm very happy about. And I hadn't told about 98% of the people that I'm friends with because I didn't want anybody to feel bad for me.
Right.
So, because it didn't break me, and I'm better than I was before, and I wrote this book called Chest Confessions to just tell women to listen to their bodies, to listen to your intuition, and it can save your life.
Well, you look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so
I love
much.
your dress and your belt and your shoes. And you're our eye candy, and we always give a diva fan and says how you do it.
Thank you.
And obviously you're doing better than ever.
Thank you.
But we also want to give you, Christina, a $300 gift card. You can spend this wherever you want.
Thank you.
Happy, not recovery, you've recovered.
I'm recovered.
So happy life, and thanks for being here.
Thank
We'll
you
be right back. You having fun? Come be one of my co-hosts. The tickets are free. Go to wendyshow.com. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.
Nice.